I took in an enormous amount of information about the way that Mrs. Pulitzer arranges her objects with a level of expertise, wisdom, experience, familiarity that was incredible to see. Incredible amount of information of learning on my part. I mean, the thing is, it was through that experience that I was able to even see something in the work, this work, that I hadn't really seen before. I mean, I was able to really see Picasso in a way that was deeper than I had before. So the color was the first thing that just was like, whoa. Fireplace came out first. That was right in the first room, right when we started, so the whole show started with that painting. I mean, it was interesting too. I had this idea because there was a Brock fireplace next to it. I thought it would be, interesting to try to make the space have two fireplaces at first. But really, an instant after that idea, and in front of the two, I just sort of, Brock fireplace, Picasso fireplace, Picasso fireplace, Picasso, 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 Brock fireplace totally disappeared. And I think what happened is because a lot of browns in the Brock fireplace, and it sort of felt, there was only one. You can get into this thing in front of those colors where you start to lose gravity. You sort of let yourself. So I didn't get to do that, and I thought, that has to happen. Painting number 2 in the show. And then, I suppose leaving and having all the voices singing to me of these specific works, I had to figure out how they could all, work together, and in a sense I had to generate some kind of, story, right? There needed to be a title for the show. I mean, what became clear to me about the building, basically, which I think is its most phenomenal accomplishment in my opinion, is that if it's a sunny day and clear skies and you're in the building, you think that there's storms passing and leaving, and torrential wind and rain coming, light shifts, changes, beams of sunshine come through, pass through, these sort of celestial events. And that does something really, really crucial. It destabilizes the fixedness of still objects. So I think that what happens is the mind detects some kind of movement, right, which we do as animals, and we quickly, in 1/1000th of a second, we're able to scan every object in the room and sort of, find that everything's static again. And then suddenly something, and I think what ends up happening is that you feel like you're riding the earth, that it's the footing that's moving, and it's because of the way that exposing the light off the water, so there's the relationship to the wind, in terms of how the light engages, the shaft above the thing, so the sun shafts. I mean, so that's sort of the advantage of doing a static show in a building that's moving, because you get a confusing state. We don't expect that kind of motion, I suppose. Well, I think that what has already taken effect is the fact that the work that I had to do in my studio in terms of designing the presentation aspects, and there's the case with the crown and the mounts. So it's the first time that it's the first time that I've ever worked with other people. It's the first time that I ever asked people to make things for me based on, I can't, and the thing is I can't design anything, I have to make everything and then adjust it and then figure out what it needs, that tells me what it has to look like. Then I can take that exact thing and have it be built with incredible more stability, basically.